Today, we're counting down the top 5 greatest swordsmen of all time.
Here we go again. I bet number 1 is Mamoto Musashi, like always. Eon. He's always at the top of every list. It's getting kinda boring.
Hey, hold up, Sora. Don't roll your eyes just yet. There's a lot more to swordsmen than just Musashi, you know.
Really? Well, now you've got my attention. Let's see what you've got.
You bet. Let's get started. 5th place, Yagu Mun Yoshi, 1529 to 1606.
Number 5 is Yagu Mun Yoshi. He was one of the founders of the Shinka-ge Ryu style, and served as a sword instructor to Tokugawa Ieyasu.
Exactly. He lost to Kumi Nobutsuna, and that defeat led him to become a student and master. The way of the sword. Later, he inherited the Shinka-ge Ryu style and developed a technique called Muto-dori, which is all about disarming your opponent.
Disarming your enemy? That's like ninja level stuff. You'd totally dominate on the battlefield. With a skill like that.
You bet. There's even a story about him demonstrating Muto-dori in front of Tokugawa Ieyasu, who was so impressed that he appointed the Yagu clan as his sword instructors.
Ieyasu must have been blown away. I mean, a swordsman who doesn't need a sword to win. That's like some kind of magic trick.
It's not just about swordsmanship. Muneyoshi also emphasized the importance of survival. He famously said, "Surviving is the most important thing." His philosophy of not just winning, but staying alive, really defined the Yagu style.
So he was tough not just in skill, but in mindset too. Talk about having all the bases covered.
4th place, Ito Idahi, 1560 to 1653. Coming in at number 4 is Ito Idahi. He's the founder of the Itoryu style, and was undefeated in 33 duels, a true monster of the sword.
33 duels and not a single loss? That's insane. What was his sword style like?
Itoryu is all about simplicity and power, a style that focuses on one-hit kills. What's wild is that he once defeated an opponent armed with a traditional sword. Using just a wooden stick, he made people think, who needs a real sword when you're this good?
Getting beaten by a wooden stick? If that happened to me, I'd never show my face again.
And there's this story about him drifting ashore on a log and training in complete isolation. While most people would have given up, Idahi used that time to sharpen his sword skills.
Training with driftwood in the middle of nowhere? That's some hardcore survival swordsmanship. It's like he was born just to wield a sword.
3rd place, Kumi Nobutsuna, about 1508 to 1572 or 1577.
Number 3 is Kumi Nobutsuna, the founder of the Shinka-ge Ryu. He's known for revolutionizing swordsmanship, right?
That's right. Nobutsuna's style was all about countering attacks with fluid movements. He passed on his skills to his disciple, Yagu Sekishusai, ensuring the Shinka-ge Ryu style would live on.
Countering might seem like just defense, but it's actually using the opponent's force against them. It shows the depth of swordsmanship.
Exactly. And Nobutsuna also invented the Fukuro Shinai, a safer practice sword, making training less dangerous. It's pretty much the basis for modern kendo.
He wasn't just a swordsman, he was an innovator. Are we sure this is a swordsman ranking and not an inventor's list?
2nd place, Sukara Boku, 1489 to 1571. At number 2 is Sukara Boku, a legendary swordsman, known as the Sword Saint, and the founder of the Kashima Shinto Ryu.
I've heard about that story where he stranded a swordsman on an island in Lake Biwa to win without even fighting. It's like he's using his brain more than his blade. Didn't Bruce Lee's Enter the Dragon have a scene inspired by that?
You got it. Bokuden emphasized the mental aspect of swordsmanship, saying, "Calmness of mind is the true mark of a warrior." He valued strength of heart just as much as skill with a sword.
And in a famous duel, he took down the Naginata, whole weapon with a curved blade, master Kajiwara Nagato with a single strike, right? His own students even begged him not to fight Nagato, he was that dangerous.
Bokuden won his first duel at 17, and went on to participate in 19 more duels and 37 battles, staying practically unscathed. There's a legend that he defeated 212 opponents.
A whole life undefeated? I can't even imagine what that's like.
First place, Mamoto Musashi, 1584 to 1645.
And of course, the top spot goes to Mamoto Musashi, the master swordsman and founder of the Niten-ichi Ryu style, right?
That's right, Musashi was undefeated in over 60 duels, and is famous for his two-sword technique. His duel with Sasaki Kojira on Ganryu Island is legendary. Musashi used a wooden sword to defeat him.
Winning with a wooden sword. That's not just skill, that's like being on a whole different level.
Musashi wasn't just a swordsman, he was also a talented painter and writer. His book, The Book of Five Rings, outlines his strategies and philosophies, influencing generations to come.
Mastering both the sword and the arts? Is there anything Musashi couldn't do? He's almost superhuman.
See, each of these swordsmen had their own unique techniques, philosophies, and incredible stories. It's not just about who was the strongest.
Everyone, find your favorite swordsman and dive into their stories. We'll see you in the next video.
See you next time. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe.